Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie. We're going to get right into it in today's video. We're going to talk about gifts for book lovers or bookish gifts. Before I do that, be sure to click the thumbs up and the subscribe button because it'll help me out a lot. Alright, so gifts for book lovers and bookish gifts. So the first thing I would say obviously is books, but that's only if you know what they want or what they don't want. So maybe if a person has like a specific wish list of books, or they have an account on something like Goodreads where they have a bunch of books marked as to be read, things that are on their shelf that they want to read, then you can probably select from there. It is very difficult to kind of discern different people's tastes in books. So like mine is not very different, but mine is pretty different than my husband's. So just keep that in mind. Just because you like a book doesn't mean someone else is going to like one. If you hear them talking about a book or an author they really like, then maybe do that. But otherwise, you can get a gift card to a local bookstore. If there's not like a small local type of bookstore around you, then you can get a gift card to a Barnes & Noble type bookstore. There's one of those around me. If there's not either of those things available to you, you can always get a gift card to like an Amazon. There are a lot of books on Amazon. Remember, Amazon started as a bookstore. Even like Walmart and Target, they have book sections as well. And then you can also get like a bookshelf. Mine desperately needs to be organized, but yeah, that's a talk for another time. Again, this is something I wouldn't get unless like you're a parent maybe, or a relative living in the same house and you know how much space is available and you know what size of a bookshelf that they need. You can also get bookshelf decorations, like bookends. I have my globe up there. I don't have a lot of decorations, but when I like redo my bookshelf, I hope to get some more like bookish decorations, like bookends or something cute like that. There are also some specific books probably that most book lovers would love, called Bibliophile Book. That's literally the name of the book. I'll insert a picture. There's another book called Otherwordly, W-O-R-D-L-Y, Otherwordly. And then another one called The Word Museum. So if people really like words and language, these are definitely good books to look into. They'll enjoy reading them, but they'll also enjoy, you know, just like the decorative copy of the actual book. So those are some ideas as well. Now for electronics, you can get the person a Kindle, a Nook, an iPad, something of that nature, some type of e-reader if they don't already have one. Obviously these are going to be a little bit more on the expensive side, so it really depends what your budget is. If they get a Kindle, you can get them a Kindle Unlimited membership, or if they already have a Kindle, you can get them an unlimited membership so that they can download books for like a year or so. So you can look into how much something like that costs. If the people are into audiobooks, then you can get them a subscription for Christmas. I'm going to link in the description box below a list of really popular audiobook like companies, I guess. I personally don't listen to audiobooks just because I literally comprehend almost zero from listening. I actually have to read or do. I'm a very visual and kinesthetic learner. I am not an auditory learner whatsoever. But a lot of people really do enjoy audiobooks. Sometimes people even will listen to the audiobook and follow along in the book as well. That's not something that I've tried. That would be better for me to do than just listening to a straight audiobook, but lots of people love them, nothing wrong with that, so that's something to look into. Now, if you do get something like an audiobook, then you can always get a speaker or a headphone or earbuds. It really depends how the person is going to listen to the book. I mean, are they going to have like their Alexa be reciting the book in their kitchen? Are they going to be listening to it, you know, in their car? Is it going to be playing on their phone and Bluetoothed to their radio? Or, you know, just think about that. If maybe a speaker or headphones might be something that they could use. Maybe they could listen to it laying in bed at night with the headphones on and listening to it off their phone. Excuse me. Okay, another thing is a reading clip-on light. I guess this can go under like regular books. Well, I guess it is technically an electronic. So basically just a clip-on light to read. I really enjoy mine for the airplane because I just really feel, I don't know, I feel kind of bad turning on the big light above my head on airplanes if people around me are trying to sleep. So I can just have my clip-on light on my book and I can just have light for just my book. I don't know. I really like it, but make sure that you get batteries. Literally the last time, it's up to the person to replace the batteries, but literally the last time on the plane I tried to use the clip-on light, I realized that I was out of batteries and it wasn't something that I had checked before I went. So maybe just like load it with a good battery or something, I don't know. So there's also this just kind of like aesthetic thing. So I already mentioned like bookends and bookshelf design decorations. Basically you can search on Etsy and you can just search for like bookish things and you will find so many cute little designs. You can find like coffee mugs with, you know, some book designs on it. You can find t-shirts that a lot of people that have some, you know, words about being a reader or a bookworm. You can get bookmarks. I personally can never have enough bookmarks. Sometimes I'm in the middle of like 3 books at once. So if I'm reading like a really heavy topic, I won't read through the entire book. If it's just like essentially a history book, I won't read through the entire book. I'll read like a chapter or 2 and then I'll read like the actual book that I'm reading. And then, you know, I'll go back to the heavy book at a later time and read another chapter or 2. So I'm actually in the middle of like 2 or 3 heavier books, honestly, that I haven't really been very good about going back to, but those are using up all of my 3 bookmarks that I currently have. So I've just been using like pieces of paper and stuff. So maybe some like cute little bookmarks or something like that. There's a thing called a book bow, which is essentially just a book sleeve. So it's just a little pocket. I do not own one. I would like to own one, actually, I think. So it's just like a sleeve. It's fabric. It's like an envelope, and it has a zipper on top, and you can zipper it shut, and basically you can just drop your book in there. I mean, they already exist for things like iPads and tablets where you can just, you know, drop your electronic device in a sleeve and zip it up or close it however it closes. Because a lot of times I don't bring books with me. They fit in my purse, but I feel like the pages are gonna get all messed up and my bookmark's gonna fall out, and so I don't really carry books with me in my purse for that reason. But I think if I were to have something like that to make sure that the book stays in place and it's not gonna, you know, get thrown all over, then I would probably be a lot more likely to carry a book. So maybe you can look into something like that. You can also get like a canvas shopping bag with like a book design on it. Maybe that would be cute, especially for shopping, going to buy some books. Maybe word a day calendars if the person is really into words, I guess. You can also maybe get people some subscriptions. So the most popular one is called Book of the Month. I have not subscribed yet just because I literally have way too many books. Like I don't need to be, I mean, I'm still buying them honestly, but like I don't need to also be in a subscription club. But you can buy people subscriptions for 3, 6, or 12 months, so you can decide how much you want to spend. It's really great because people can decide if they don't like the book for that month, they can kind of like defer it to the next month. So that would be a really cool gift. There are other book gift boxes, but I haven't really looked into them. Subscription boxes. One's called like Owl Crate and one is called Bookish Box. I haven't looked into those. I've just really looked at Book of the Month. So that's something you can look into as well. And then I just have like a fun category. So there are cute little writing prompt books. You can find them on Amazon. They'll just have a little prompt and, you know, you can write a story on the pages below. They make them for adults and children, so you can do that. A child's personalized book, I think they're super cool. Like I literally always wanted one so bad where just like the name of the child gets put into a book and the child goes on some type of adventure. I think those are super cool, and it could also be a good way to get kids into reading. or just a younger kid who would just think it's so cool to see their name in a book. And I think those companies also can like illustrate the character to look a little bit like the person that it's for and really personalize it. Etsy has small items. I know I already mentioned Etsy, but they have small items, or you can buy things separately and make like a small package. And so you can get like a bookmark, a coffee mug, maybe with like, you know, a little bookworm on it or something, a wine glass, candles. I think literally everybody likes candles, and there's like, it's so cool to just light a candle and just have, you know, either a hot chocolate or a glass of wine, depending on your age, and relax and read a book. So you could also put bath bombs in a bath table, which I don't have because I'm not a big fan of baths, but if I were to take a bath, I think I would really like to have a bath table where basically it just goes across the bath, kind of like a serving tray for breakfast in bed, and it just goes across, and I've seen people put like a candle on it and a glass of wine, and they have their book and they just sit in the bath and read their book, and then when they want to put it down for a second, they can just put it down on that table. So I think that's really neat. Comfy clothes like sweats and socks, literally if someone's just lounging around the house reading a book, they're probably not going to be in like work clothes or like, you know, a dress or jeans or whatever. And then for, I guess, some little random things are maybe highlighters or post-it notes or something of that nature, because a lot of people like to annotate their books. I don't do this, but to be perfectly honest, I probably should, because every once in a while I read a quote that I really like and I want to go back to it, and I literally never go back to it because I never remember what page it's on. So it's just basically those little post-it note, but like super mini ones, stickers that people can just kind of stick to that page where they see something that they're super interested in. And I know a lot of people use different colors to categorize their page. I mean, people get really into annotating. For school, sometimes I use just like a regular post-it note, and I'll just stick it on the page, and then I'll write on the post-it note what it is that, like, the reason I put the post-it note on that page in the first place, what it is that I want to cite on that page. So that's something that could be useful even if the person's not like annotating for fun, but if they are a student and maybe needing to annotate for school, that could be useful as well. So those are basically all of my ideas. I think we have books, we have electronics, we have aesthetic things. I don't know if I said the name of that category, but basically, you know, like the canvas bag and bookshelf stuff. We have subscriptions, and then we just have some fun stuff. If you have any other ideas of bookish things or bookish holiday gifts that people might like to receive, leave them in the comments below, because we can help give each other some more ideas of what to get our friends and family. Anyway, remember to give the thumbs up to this and click the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will be back with another video soon.